You ever catch yourself mid-task, like brushing your teeth or walking home from work, and suddenly imagine, what if it would look like if someone was filming you? Like, would this be a cute montage? Should I pause so the imaginary soundtrack can swell? Hi, I'm Vanessa Francesco Ortega, and this is Yamame Anything, a space for people who think too much and I guess feel even deeper. Today we're talking about main character syndrome, but also surveillance, but also capitalism, but also God. Because lately I've been wondering if we're confusing being seen with being known, if we're documenting our lives to prove we're alive, and if maybe the algorithm has become our new mirror, or worse, our confessional booth. Let's talk about what happens when our lives become content and our souls feel like branding. Let's be honest, main character energy started off cute. It was about reclaiming your story, romanticizing your cabecito, taking your little life seriously. Like, yes, I am the plot, I am the love interest, and today I choose joy. But oh, now it feels like if your life doesn't come with viral sound and a soft, filtered aesthetic, is it even happening? You're not just living, you're directing. Your walk to the corner store now needs a hook, a transition, and a get ready with me voiceover. And the wild part? Sometimes it's not even for the followers, it's for the ghost audience in your own head. The Bible says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Instagram said, put both your hands in frame and tag your outfit. So let's talk about what it means to be watched. Not spiritually, not intimately, but algorithmically. We all joke like, oh, my FBI's agents watching me through my camera. But the real surveillance is much more boring and way more effective. It's the feed, the metrics, the sense that someone, something, is always watching you and how you move. A recent headline from MIT Tech Review that caught my attention was, your apps know more about you than your therapist. Think about that. Not because they're wise, but because they're tracking you. You don't need to say, I'm anxious. Your scrolling already did it for you. And here's the twist. Being watched doesn't make us better. It doesn't bring out our truest selves. Side note, you know those managers who think micromanaging their employees all day will make them more productive? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. It makes people feel stressed. It makes people fake the appearance of work instead of doing the real thing. Look up studies about management and employee leadership. Surveillance doesn't create trust. It creates performance. The same thing happens to us online. We end up crafting the idea of a self that we think others will engage with. And then we measure that self by likes, story views, or silence. And here's when I knew something was off. I was making toast, alone, in a giant t-shirt, hair in a claw clip. It was not a vibe. And yet I caught myself thinking, should I film this? Could this be like a cozy girl reset moment? Girl, it was 2 p.m. I had no bra, crumbs on my chest. I was not resetting anything. I just wanted toast. But that's the thing. This isn't about content creation. It's about self-surveillance. Even when we're alone, we behave like we're being seen. And what's wild is we used to call that prayer. Now it's just for your you for you page. So what happens when we're always performing? We lose something. Not just authenticity, but actual peace. We lose the goofy, unscripted moments, the sacred, quiet ones, the ability to just be. We turn our healing into a 10-slide carousel. We filter our vulnerability until it's brand safe. But stillness? Stillness is resistance. In so many traditions, especially the ones we grew up with, silence is holy. You're not meant to publish every prayer. Sometimes God's like, mija, this one's just for us. No lo potea. So here's your reminder for the week. You can be the main character, but let it be your story first. Make the toast, romanticize your walk, but not everything has to be content. This has been Yamame Anything, where we give performance reviews to our souls lovingly. And may your camera rolls stay messy, your spirit stay soft, and your For You page remind you you are already enough, even off screen. Nos vemos, baby.